Hey, welcome back. So in the previous video, we have discussed the architecture of data cloud, right? And if you have worked on analytics tools, then maybe you are in confusing state that, hey, the similar thing we are doing in our analytics tools as well, right? So what is the difference between analytics tools and the data cloud? Like how data cloud is solving some issue which analytics tools is not capable of, right? So all such type of questions we are trying to understand in this lecture. So let's start. So what actually analytics tools are doing? They are collecting the data, right? They have multiple different servers, same as data cloud. They're getting the data and storing it in somewhere. After then, they will remove the duplicates. After removing of the duplicates, they will generate the reports and dashboards to do a good visualization. These are the main features of an analytics tool. But data cloud is little different here. The difference starts from first step itself. Here, the data collection in analytics tools are in batch mode. What I mean by batch mode, let's say they have two data sources, Salesforce and AWS. So the data that they are collecting on a specific frequency. For example, each hour. So after 1 hour, the data will be fresh data will be pulled and stored under the server. Correct. Maybe this frequency is little high, maybe once in a day or twice in a day or thrice in a day, but there is a certain frequency. The analytics tools cannot perform these activities in a real time. Most of these analytics tools, for example, if there is a change happening to the data set and within that change I wanted to run all these removal of the duplicates and generating the visualization of the reports, that is not real time in nature. But that is the main difference I can say here. In data cloud, everything is real time. Now let's understand this with the help of an example. Let's say you have a website and there is a customer and customer shows some interest on a particular product. Okay. And that particular information is sent immediately to Salesforce Data Cloud system. Okay. Using multiple channels, we'll discuss in upcoming lectures, but that information will be immediately sent to Salesforce Data Cloud. Now Data Cloud will check if that particular customer is already part of unified profile, or I can say the golden record. Okay. If that particular customer is not found, then data cloud will create a profile for it customer. Okay. If it already present, then this new activity that the customer is doing, that means the customer is showing an interest on a particular product, that will be captured immediately. And that information at the same time is not just using for the visualization purpose. The same information will be passed to multiple different channels. For example, marketing cloud. So marketing cloud will get this information. Hey, this is the customer, this is the full profile, or this is a new customer. That customer shows the interest on this particular product. Now marketing team will start sending the campaigns. It will start sending the messages to that particular customer related to that particular product. Sometimes they will send some personal discounts as well based on the profiling. So everything here is real time. In data cloud also we have two modes. One is batch mode or second is the real time mode. So this real time mode is something which is only in data cloud itself, where everything is real time. So all that architecture that we have discussed, entire thing will be calculated based on a new activity that is following, and the decision or the data will be shared to the marketing team within milliseconds. That is the major advantage. But this is not just one. Let's discuss others as well. Next is native integration with Salesforce. Now, if you are using these analytics tools and if you wanted to connect your Salesforce or those additional systems, you need to write probably some codes, or there is a lot of things you need to do to establish the connection. But in Data Cloud, since it is a Salesforce platform, here it is very easy to do. Here there's no coding involved. There's no high-end configuration required. It is just couple of clicks and your integration is done. Your Salesforce multiple orgs are now connected with Data Cloud within few clicks. So the coordination between all those orgs are easy. The data exchange between all those orgs are easy because they are following the same cloud ecosystem, right? So native Salesforce integration has an edge on Data Cloud. Now let's go to the next one. In analytics tools, we have an exact matching. For example, if the full email match, then we will identify that record as a duplicate. If full first name last name match, then we will identify that as a duplicate, right? So it is more kind of a exact match, but real time data, like I said, is not that, right? It is in a fuzzy match. So Data Cloud provides option where it is optional if you wanted to make an exact match, or you wanted to make a fuzzy match. If you have any machine learning algorithm that you have written to remove the duplicates, that also you can call inside Data Cloud, and that will be seamlessly integrated. Based on that algorithm, you can remove multiple duplicates. That is also possible. So in short, identity resolution in Data Cloud is much more advanced than the duplicate removal in the analytics tools. Okay. And important, let's talk about activation. Well, let's discuss that how traditional data tools works. So they will collect the data, right? Data is reached after certain frequency in a month, for example 10 days, 15 days. They will analyze the data based on the segments. They will analyze the data, and based on the changes of the segment they will create a campaign, right? This is how in normal analytics tools works. Here there is many human intervention required in between, but in Data Cloud, like we discussed, the entire data will be sent immediately to the targeted systems. So in Data Cloud, you know what is changed, and at the same time you are doing an action as well. That is what I have mentioned. Data Cloud closes the gap between knowing and doing, creating immediate business impact that analytics tool alone cannot deliver, right? So this is the advantage of using Data Cloud. It basically bridges the gap between knowing and doing, right? Now let's go to the next one. Now this slides talk about governance and privacy, because we are going to use Data Cloud, and we already discussed Data Cloud is not a platform which store the data, right? But most of the traditional data systems, they store the data and then do the analytics. So that the storing data is a problem, because most of the GDPR and CCPA restrict use of storing the data, which Data Cloud is not doing. So in terms of compliances and privacy, it has an edge, right? So that's what I have mentioned here. In this particular slide, I have just shown you a quick comparison. For example, real-time updates, Data Cloud can do it in milliseconds, but traditional tools, they are on a batch processing, right? Identity resolution, that means identifying the duplicates. Data Cloud is having advanced technology to identify duplicates, but in traditional system, it is basic or none, right? Salesforce integration, here it is native, no coding required. It can be done in clicks. But in traditional tools, you may require some codings, or you need to do it by using connectors. In activations, it is automated, no manual intervention required, but here it is manual. Customer profile, we have a golden record. Golden record will update itself automatically when a new feed comes into the picture. Here it is fragmented. Next is built-in AI. In Salesforce, we have a Einstein which is built in. Apart from built-in, you can also implement your own, bring your own model concept, where if you have a AI model which is running on a specific role, you can implement that in Data Cloud. There are multiple stages where you can use it. But here it is external or limited, right? Next is privacy. It is native, like we discussed, but here it is custom or manual. So now I think it is clear what is the difference between Data Cloud and a traditional analytics tools. If you have any questions, please reach out to Q&A. I will happy to answer there. Stay tuned. Thank you.